So, as the title and my half-assed intro suggests, this is a video explaining a NightWing subspecies that I have recently developed that also ties into my Wings of Fire AU biomechanical, which the first arc is complete, but I will only release it when the second arc is finished in a completely different video. I plan to finish the second arc possibly during the summer, but other than that, I will get on with the topic of this video before my ADHD makes me ramble on about something else for like 5 minutes. So, Black Moon NightWings. They are not the same as New Moon NightWings, which I will get into soon, but I've decided to change some lore about Downside, my main OC, after developing this subspecies. And, this video is like somewhat scripted because there is a full document explaining Black Moon Nightwings and their lore and their abilities and stuff. I'm just gonna go over it, but if you would like to read the full document, I will put it in the description of this video. So, first, we will start with the lore. So, long ago, after the Scorching, two deities came together to create a lunar phenomenon known as the Black Moon. Those deities were Alvirium, known as the multidimensional author / the Great Sky Dragon, and Avalanche, known as the Queen of the Undercontinent, which is basically this universe's version of Hell, / the Great Night Dragon. The idea came from Alvirium, but needed help from Avalanche to make it happen. So, the two created an event in which the moons would turn black, which was not the same as a new moon. There was a dispute, however, between the two deities over what abilities Nightwings born under this moon phase would receive. They eventually decided on 3, one for each moon, along with certain characteristics as well. The teardrop scale would be black, and the dragons would look somewhat Icewing-like, such as having sharper claws and longer spikes / teeth. This was to honor the Great Ice Dragon, a close friend of Alvirium. Some can even have galaxy-like wing patterns, a decision made by Avalanche. Alvirium became the first, using their newfound form to test out the moonborn abilities and spread the news about the phenomenon. Centuries passed, as more and more mortals began to gain this power as well. Festivals were created to honor the event of this moon phase, as mortals began to learn that Alvirium wanted it to remind them of the importance of channeling their individual, and sometimes romantic, energy. Alvirium became known to some mortals as the god of chaotic order, as Z encouraged them to have free will to be happy and loving, while also keeping in mind the safety of themselves and others. Avalanche thought this was ridiculous, as she viewed free will as a curse. Despite this, Alvirium continued to interact with mortals during these special occasions whenever one or more black moons was out. Z even told them of an ancient language from before the Scorching. Latin, yes, human languages exist in this universe, but only during timelines from before the Scorching. But it died out around the same time as the Darkstalker era, which would be, like, around the time that, like, the Darkstalker prequel book takes place. So only a few still know of this language's existence. Next, I will get on to the abilities of these Nightwings. If a Nightwing is to hatch under one black moon, they gain the ability of shapeshifting. This was a decision made by Alvirium. Avalanche wanted Nightwings hatched under 2 moons to gain either the first power or the ability to summon small amounts of space-related matter, such as moonrock, stardust, and tiny planets to act as decorations or light sources. The third was agreed upon by both of them. If a dragon were to hatch beneath 3 moons, they get both powers mentioned before, as well as the ability to insert themselves and their own thoughts / memories into another dragon's mind. And now I will get on to naming. Like other Nightwings and dragons in general, they can have any name, but Black Moon Nightwings are typically named after planets/extraterrestrial bodies, words with a more dark feeling, such as downside, dread, or death, flowers that come in darker colors, or Latin words, example, alvarium, which roughly translates to the word hive. And then there are some little notes at the end of the document, just mentioning that this is an open species and hybrids are possible. So this is both to give some insight to the lore of some characters in biomechanical, as well as to just act as just an open species for any sort of Wings of Fire related universe. Perhaps you'd even want to make a Black Moon Nightwing. Yeah, I don't have like one of those like subspecies like wiki accounts and stuff, which is why I'm making this video. So I hope this informed you. Like, yeah, the somewhat scripted part of this video is over, so I hope you enjoyed it. And the thing I said earlier about releasing biomechanical, I might release the first arc earlier. I'm still thinking about it because I'm gonna work on the second arc really soon, so I might as well just release the two together. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and god damn it, I sound like every other big YouTuber right now. Yeet.